I'm going to use some terminology like frets and the neck and the fretboard and the head. And you need to know what I'm talking about before we actually move on. Hello and welcome to Brooks Guitar. I am Bill Brooks. This first lesson is for people who don't know anything about the guitar yet. You got your first guitar and you're happy and you want to go play, and I'd like to teach you some things, but I have to tell you what I'm talking about before I talk about them. So I'm going to use some terminology like frets and the neck and the fretboard and the head and the tuning machines, and you need to know what I'm talking about before we actually move on. So, the first thing first. This is an acoustic guitar, by the way. That means it is a hollow box full of air, and most acoustic instruments have a lot of air in them, like drums have a whole bunch of air. It's a circular box full of air. Big piano has a big box full of air with keys and strings on the inside. This box of air is called an acoustic guitar. At the top, you have what's called the head, or the headstock. These are the tuning machines. You turn these pegs in order to turn these pegs, which make the strings tighter. By the way, that's a string. That's the E string. Going down, we have the nut. The nut has these little slots going through it. You probably see it on your guitar. You wrap the strings around the tuning machine, it goes to that slot in the nut, and goes all the way down. So now, this long piece of wood is called the neck. And on the front of the neck, these metal things that are going across are called frets. And we'll explain more about those. These dots are fretboard markers, so you know where you are. In case you're going from here to here, you want to know that you're going from the 3rd fret to the 12th fret, and you want to be able to pick that out quite easily. So next, this is the body, and this is the top. If you lay it this way, that's when it's called the top. So this is a strap button. Here you go. Now you can see it. That gold piece right there is the strap button, and that is what the strap is connected to. A lot of acoustic guitars nowadays have onboard electronics, so this allows me to tune the guitar. It shows me that I'm out of tune. Once I plug it in, I can change the bass, the treble, and the volume, and the middle as well. And there's a phase button here also. We'll explain all that later. This is something I added so I don't lose my picks. So this is a pick. Some people call it a plectrum. If you want to be cool, you call it a pick. If you want to be academic, you call it a plectrum. The sound hole is what the sound comes from. The air vibrates on the inside of the guitar and comes out through the sound hole. The strings are connected to the bridge. This is the bridge. Your guitar may not be, may be straight acoustic. It may not have one of these, but if it does, this is called the jack in. This is a cutaway. This part here allows, if you're playing notes all the way up here on the neck, you want to be able to reach there. Electric guitar has a double cutaway because there's a lot of high-end work done there. We'll talk about the electric guitar in a few seconds. This is your electric guitar. So there is no big empty area full of air. It is a solid, mostly solid piece of wood. So this is called a solid body electric guitar. So you have the same thing here. We have tuning machines, we have the tuning pegs, we have the nut, we have the same fretboard, we have everything that you'd expect on an acoustic guitar, but instead of an empty hole, we have pickups. These three things are called pickups. The metal string vibrates above the electronic pickups. These are electromagnets, and the electromagnets pick up the vibration of the string and makes a sound. But we have a volume knob and a tone knob. There's a bass tone knob and a treble tone knob. This switch will switch you from the pickups. Moving it all the way to the top will affect this. Will turn this pickup on. The second position turns on two pickups. These two pickups. The middle position is only the middle pickup. Fourth position is these two pickups, and the bottom position is only this pickup. This is the bridge pickup at the very bottom, and the neck pickup is closest to the neck. It's called the neck pickup. This is the pick guard on your electric guitar. If you unscrew this, that's where all your electronics are found. So unless you're good with electronics, you probably want someone else to do that for you. This is the phase switch. Turns that on and off. And this is where you plug in. Right here is where you plug the audio cord into your electric guitar. This guitar is called a semi-hollow guitar, or hollow body guitar. The reason it's called a semi-hollow body is because of how thin this body is. If it was a wider body, it would be a fully hollow body guitar. Also, so this is your hybrid between the electric guitar and the acoustic guitar. So it does have a pocket full of air, these sound holes. They're called F holes because they're in the shape of an F. I showed you before the single coil pickups. If you notice, these have two, looks like it has two pickups there in one unit, and this looks like it has another two pickups in another unit. These are called humbucking pickups. You see that in Gibson brand guitars. Epiphone is a child company of Gibson. The Chinese company of Gibson, I'm sorry. I would like to buy American, but I just can't afford it. So this switch is your pickup switch. The bottom position means this pickup is turned on. Middle means that both pickups are turned on. And the top means that the neck pickup is being turned on. And then you have your volume and your tone switch as well. Okay, that does it for Guitar Anatomy 101. Subscribe in order